I then obviously lost probably 10, 11 kilos of muscle. If anything, I probably need to downsize a little bit more again. I'm 96 now. The most important exercise if you want bigger delts. Right guys, this is what I'm gonna drink while I'm training. I have a pre-workout as well. I'm gonna drink that now just here. Amino Energy. It's not really a pre-workout, but the reason I'm using it now is because I'm kind of over the whole kind of really stem feeling. So this only has, I think it's 100 or 150 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. 100. Whereas normally most pre-workouts might have 250, 300, more beta alanine and more stim. So I'm off that stim buzz. But anyways, this is the main one that you want to look at when you're training. So this brand is Supplement Needs. Probably a little bit better than the Perform ones. I have them ones over here as well, I'll show you. These probably taste a bit nicer, but the panel isn't quite as good. But the main reason you want to take these guys is when you're training, whether you're training 3-4 times a week, whether you're in cold weather or hot weather, you're going to lose electrolytes when you train. So what is electrolytes? It's essentially what helps us hydrate, okay? Not just water is hydration. So if you're training, doing any sort of cardio classes, spin classes, or even hill walking, anything like that, this stuff is really, really important. So the main ingredients that you want to look for if you're getting a brand that isn't Perform or Supplement Needs, the main ones you want to look for is sodium, magnesium, potassium. Those are the 3 main ones. As long as it has them in it, you're happy days. But also you want to make sure that you don't get one that's full of carbs, okay? Because obviously you don't want to just consume loads of carbs for no reason. And that's why these ones are so good as well, because there's pretty much no calories. But yeah, let's get to the gym. Training has definitely changed now in terms of like weights is a little bit less. Still definitely doing a lot of weight training. It's very important for Hyrox, but obviously with the goal of competing in Hyrox, I'm trying to stay as strong as I can, but obviously massively increase my fitness, because I'm coming from essentially not doing any running for 7-8 years since I stopped playing football, maybe even longer than that. Obviously when you're just training with weight, it's very kind of one-dimensional. You're not moving, you know, in any sort of planes that would be beneficial for Hyrox. So obviously doing a lot of stretching, a lot of physio work to get my body ready as well, and obviously a lot of running, a lot of Hyrox stations. So at the minute it's 4 weight training sessions a week, 3 different run sessions. So one is kind of a longer run, the next one is a bit of a shorter run, a little bit of a faster pace, and then the third one is going to be, which we're doing today, is more so kind of faster stuff, like 400 meters as fast as I can, rest a minute, go again. So at the minute I'm doing that by 5, and eventually I'll do that by 10. But yeah, so very, very enjoyable though. I'd obviously I'd already changed over my training a little bit last year, and I've been wanting this change for a while now. I changed it over from solely weight training after the prep I'd done last year in Dubai, the photo shoot prep, and obviously went back to boxing, but then obviously tore the bicep doing the boxing. So I then obviously lost probably 10, 11 kilos of muscle in the 3 to 4 months that I had off the gym. So I needed to just go back into the kind of hypertrophy training, get myself back into a good position strength-wise, which I'd done, put the muscle back on, again, same thing, felt lost after, needed a new direction. So with being too scared to go back to boxing, which I do think I'll revisit at some point, I think the Hyrox is a perfect happy medium. So yeah, my physio is telling me not to go back to boxing, so we'll listen to him for once, and we'll give the Hyrox a go. Maybe towards summer next year we can go back to boxing, because it's still only 7.5 months since I tore it, so really not that long, not long enough to go back, particularly with having a decent amount of muscle. I'm definitely too scared to go back, because it will just re-tear, I know it will. So and that won't be good mentally if I can't train. So what I'm going to bring you through today, guys, is my exercises that I'm doing for upper body. So I've got a full upper body day today to hold on to the muscle that I have, and then after that, then sometimes I break these workouts up, but today I'm going to do it all together. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to do them together, which is probably not ideal, but again, I don't have a lot of time, so I need to get it done in one go, get back, finish work for the day. So chest, shoulders, triceps, biceps, back, core, and then after that we're going to do 3 to 4 Hyrox mini workouts. So 1 kilometer run into ski for 500 meters, rest for a couple of minutes, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, depending on what I need. 1 kilometer run, maybe 500 meter rower, and repeat that And I'll see what, I actually haven't done any Hyrox sessions in this gym yet, so we're going down to Muscle and Mind. A good friend of mine, Stu, owns the gym, always very kindly lets me use it. And if you've not seen this gym, guys, check it out. It has everything. One of the best equipped gyms in Dublin for sure. It's very Hyrox based, but I don't know if they have like sled push and stuff. If they do, we'll definitely do that, but I'm not sure. Wow, look at this, lads. That fucking skiers, you know. I'm gonna get loads done today, bro. Perks are known, Stu. So yeah, as I was saying in the car on the way over, guys, this is going to be a full upper body session. I say Hyrox based, but this is what I'm doing to get ready for Hyrox. I don't want to build any more muscle, I just want to hold on to the muscle I have. And that's very, very important for Hyrox. A lot of people, from what I hear, focus obviously a lot on the cardio, but don't focus on the weights enough. If anything, I probably need to downsize a little bit more again. I'm 96 now. I started training for this 4 weeks ago. I think it was about 4 weeks ago, and I was 101.4. So obviously I've lost a lot of weight, body fat and muscle, but strength is still holding, which is very important, because obviously you have the sled push, sled pull, the wall balls, all this stuff. So you need to have, this is what I really like about it, you need to have a mixture of both strength and cardio. But again, when you compare it to CrossFit, CrossFit is way more focused on strength. Obviously there's a lot of cardio as well, but yeah, the reason why I chose Hyrox instead of CrossFit is, again, with the bicep injury, I'd be a little bit worried with some of the kind of clean and jerks and the pull-ups and stuff like that with CrossFit. So guys, before any weight training session, what we want to do is warm up. So this is not including warm-up sets that you might do before your actual sets. What I mean by that is, if you're going to do a bench press, obviously you're going to do a couple of warm-up sets, a couple of pyramid sets. But before you do any of that, you want to be warming up your shoulders, your chest, your biceps, triceps, back, everything. All the joints should be, you know, warmed up. You should have done a couple of exercises before you actually move into the working sets. So just doing a side lateral now, I'll usually just do a couple of bicep curls. So guys, obviously I do have like an extensive, you know, stretching program as well. That does involve upper body. Most of it is lower body at the moment, because I have a lot of issues with ankle mobility, hip mobility. I'm going to go through a little bit of that today as well before we jump into the Hyrox based stuff. But my advice before you do the upper body session is definitely, again, you do need to be doing a little bit of rehab stuff or stretching stuff. So I'd probably grab a band and just warm up the shoulders, you know, make sure the chest is opened up. A couple of push-ups, a couple of tricep extensions, a couple of bicep curls, and then you're ready to move into your lighter pyramid sets before you do your working sets, but we'll speak about that in a minute. Very important, guys, that we're warm before we do anything. If these are too hard for you guys to warm up, but just do them obviously on your knees. Biggest mistake with push-ups, right? And this is a great exercise to build muscle as well, in my opinion, but people do them like this, yeah? You're gonna snap your shoulders down like that. Tuck the elbows in. So your elbows don't have to be like touching your body, but they certainly do not want to be out here like this, okay? Somewhere in between. Abs is something that I'm definitely weak at, neglected them for a long time. I'm doing 2 exercises at the moment for abs, and then I'll progress on as I get stronger. Hanging knee raises, hanging leg raises, very simple. But this is something that we definitely need to train. Everybody should train. It's not going to give you the abs. Again, it's the fat loss that's going to give you the abs. Again, guys, this could be a little bit advanced for some people, because some people's grip won't be strong enough to hold themselves up. So what you need to do, if that's the case, is the best thing you could probably do is plank to start with. So straight down. You can do it on your hands if you want, or and hold it for as long as you can. Maybe 2-3 sets every 3-4 days. Also, if you want to progress onto these and your grip strength is not strong enough, literally just hang out at a bar 3 times every time you go into the gym for as long as you can. And eventually, you'll have the strength to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna do 3 sets, 4 sets, 2 sets knee raise, 2 sets of leg raise. Again, guys, this is something I'm definitely weak at, so we'll take it slow. So I'm just gonna warm up quickly with the knee raises. We'll do 10. And something that, I don't know if you guys suffer with this, but when your muscle is weak, you're gonna notice a lot of cramping in it when you train. And I only said it to my coach the other day, because I've been doing research on this for years. My abs always cramp when I train them. And we've kind of come to the conclusion that it's because they're weak. So normally when I do 2 sets of abs, I get cramps. Whereas now I'm doing 5, 6 sets and I'm not cramping. So if that is happening to you on a muscle that you're training, let's say you're doing squats, quads are cramping, whether it's after the set or later on in the evening time, it's just because they're weak. Obviously with cramps as well, very important, your electrolyte balance is in the right place. But usually when you cramp, it's because the muscle is weak. So whatever it's taken for it to cramp, do a little bit less and obviously build up over time. So if your legs or abs are cramping after 2 sets, do 1 set for a couple of weeks, build it up to 2, and then obviously you'll get stronger. But it's definitely not nice having ab cramps. So yeah, but so first set will be the harder ones, which is the hanging leg raises. So I'm gonna shoot for 15. So I'm staying up here because I'm afraid they're gonna cramp. So usually stretch them out at the end. So standing dumbbell shoulder press. You can do barbell if you want, you can do seated. I just wanted to do standing today. So we want to try and do, on the upper body day, I want to try and do two shoulder exercises, 2 chest, 2 back, and then obviously then we can finish on arms, maybe 1 exercise each. Obviously we've done the core at the start. So we're going to do the shoulder press, we'll do a side lateral variation, then we'll do some form of like an incline or flat bench depending on the week. So maybe 1 week do incline, the next upper day do flat, and then we'll do a chest fly. 2 back exercises will be pull-ups, which I'm not great at the moment, and pull-ups and seated row. This one here. And then we'll finish on arms, and then obviously we have our Hyrox stuff to finish. Downward press here. Ready? Elbows come in. So I'm finishing with the elbows tucked in a little bit so we're not flared. Do the side laterals now. The most important exercise if you want bigger delts. I'm going to use 2 10s, not going too heavy at all. And the main key points with this one is no swing with the hips. That's the first one. Second one is not going too heavy. Third one is making sure you're doing enough volume, because the side delt can take a lot of volume. The fourth one is where the dumbbell finishes. Okay, so we don't want the dumbbell straight out by our sides. We don't want it in front of us. We want it just, a hand should finish where the dumbbell should finish in your hand, probably about 3 inches in front of your shoulder. Arms should be relatively straight with a slight bend. Okay, so I'll show you now. So with the side laterals, guys, you want to do 3 to 4 sets. Add them in 2 or 3 times a week to your upper sessions. Very, very important. You can do obviously different variations. You've got the cables, dumbbells, you can use cuffs, so loads of different variations, so mix it up from time to time. Chest press, first exercise for chest. I have it on a slight incline. I've been doing a lot more flat bench recently, so I wanted to do a little bit more upper chest. Key points again, guys, same thing with the shoulder press, okay? Whether you're just a lifestyle client or you want to do a photo shoot, you want to just look better, whatever it might be, you need to make sure that you're not pressing in the wrong way. Okay, this is the biggest thing I see young lads or young females in the gym doing wrong, and it's shoulder pressing, chest pressing the wrong way. Okay, so again, when you look at that video of me doing that one there, elbows are not flared like this, okay? Now they're not tucked into the body completely, but they're somewhere between. When you feel yourself, your elbows coming up, check yourself, elbows come down 2 inches instead of being all the way up. You probably see so many people saying this, but if you've learned a movement like this, it's very hard to relearn it, okay? But you're gonna have to, or else you're gonna get injured, okay? So make sure, again, we're not here, we're here when we press, okay? So guys, I'm putting the cables actually only go this high anyway, this one, but normally they'll go a lot higher. You don't want to be rolling down like this, or sorry, flying down like this. It should be comfortable. cable should be maybe like 1 notch, maybe 2 above your shoulder. So that's in a comfortable place for us to chest foot, okay? So guys, the strength-based portion of the workout is done. I'm gonna actually leave arms today because I feel a little niggle in my bicep. So we've done 2 shoulder, 2 chest, 2 back. That'll cover you, okay? You've done enough there. Usually I would say probably leave your Hyrox stuff till later on. But again, I don't have the time right now to leave and come back. So we're gonna do it now. So we're gonna do 1 kilometer run, okay? And then we're gonna go straight into one of the Hyrox stations. So that will be either a rower, ski erg, and today I'm actually gonna use the concept bike because we have everything in one place. But obviously, make sure you're working on the likes of sled pull, sled push, but that's a different workout for me for the week. Let's get into it. In the competition, I used to do that and double what I just done there, and the cunts don't even take a break. Get there.